though I now have the credentials and the academic appointments that match with academia, my journey is still more spiritual than academic. So I'll take this time to share a little bit of my testimony and then give you guys a little bit more insight about who I am and the work that I'm doing. So I was raised by a woman who talked a lot about sex. And she was born in 1932. And she would give me all these life lessons about the things that she remembered. And she raised me from age 4. This was my mother's only sister, my aunt Orly Smith. When my mom passed, when I was 18 months, my grandparents took my brothers and I in. And when I was 4, both of my grandparents passed in the same year. Then my aunt and her husband, who I affectionately call Uncle Julie, they took me and my 2 brothers in. And they raised me from age 4. And when I graduated from high school, they sent me off. When I graduated from college, they came down. And when we went back home after graduation, my aunt announced that she had woman's cancer. We later found out that it was cervical cancer. And she said that she would rather die than experience the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation. That shook me. And I didn't understand at the time. I had finished my bachelor's of science from Alabama A&M University in physics. And I didn't understand at the time why there still wasn't a better way to treat cancer. 40 years ago, President Nixon declared this war on cancer, and it still feels like we're still not winning it. There are some people who are survivors, and that's a blessing, but there are so many people who still suffer. And I was her caretaker the last 3 months of her life. And I saw firsthand how devastating cancer was and how it seemed to eat her alive from the inside out. It was heart-wrenching in a way that moved me. 3 months after she passed, my uncle who raised me was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. He went through the treatments, and I saw firsthand the horror of cancer treatment. I watched his body look like he was being burned. I saw his fingernails turn black. I saw his eyebrows fall off, his hair fall off. He lost almost 150 pounds. This powerhouse of a man that I had known my whole life, if I had walked past him on the street, I would not have recognized him. And this hit me, and I thought, there has to be a better way. From that, I said, I'm this little black girl from St. Louis. I don't have the background. I don't have the associations or the affiliations. I don't fit the description of a scientist, of someone who will find a cure for a disease. I don't fit the description of the next person who will get the Nobel Prize. I don't fit the description, but I have hope. I have that faith of a mustard seed.
Yes.
And people don't know a lot of times when they're seeing these stories in the headlines, they don't know what I've been through. And the things that have been set aside and set apart for me, people don't know my story. But that's the part that fuels my research. So when I went to the lab, when I applied for graduate school, I had the idea already sketched out in my notebook. And I went on a mission with the purpose to develop a cancer treatment that did not have the side effects of current chemotherapy and radiation, period. That was my purpose. That was my goal. That was my dream. That was my vision. Now, how was I going to make this happen with a bachelor's in physics? I don't know, but I know God. And I'm going to pray my way through this. And that is literally what I did. So I started off in the physics department, in the laser lab, with this fellowship from the David and Lucille Packard Foundation and the Louis Stokes